Hello, welcome to Telling Like It Is, Oakland Athletics Weekly update. Not a good week for the Athletics. A 2-5 week. We needed to go at least 3-4 or 4-3. And over the weekend, we had a chance to go basically 4-3, but a couple of bad moves. And one of the days, I think Bob Melvin gave the game away. But this week coming up, big problems here. We have two games with the Mariners here, two games set, and four with the Yankees. We need a 4-2 week. These are home games, and we need to take care of business. We need to get two out of Seattle and put them out of their misery. They're on the cusp of being out of it. They're 3 games behind us, but now we're a full 2 games behind the Yanks for the first wild card, which means we could do all this work and have to go into the Bronx in a tough situation without our best pitcher, Chris Bassett, who probably will be not back, but hopefully he will be. But I doubt it. He's probably done for the year. And what it does to him long term as far as his psyche, we'll have to see. But we're glad he's healthy and we're glad he's okay. But replacing him is just not going to be able to be done. Mania finally showed some life the other day, but Bassett was definitely a secondary Cy Young candidate because Lance Lynn's probably going to get it. But we were just that's going to really kill us because our starting pitching has been that. The fact that we're not walking guys and the fact that we still walk a lot has been the three categories that have really helped us this year, and we're catching the baseball. But this past week with the White Sox, our starting pitching was not great. This weekend it was pretty good, but then again, our bats let us down one game and our bullpen the other, and Bob Melvin as well. But we'll get to that in a minute. But so in this week, we got four with the Yanks. We got to find a way to split there, and the Yankees still haven't solved the hitting problem. Living here in New York, you hold the hysteria. Well, shows you how foolish the fans are because they don't know a goddamn thing because they're still not hitting. Yeah, you're scoring against the Twins, but you're still in games where you're scoring 1 run in 7 innings with that lineup, and then you have a breakout inning. But they're 2 games ahead of us, and we got to find a way to get in. Now the Red Sox are tied with us. Red Sox have to play a makeup today, I believe, with the Rangers. So when we take the field tonight, we'll know whether we're in or out. So not a good situation right now. You can hear my dog Rosie playing in the background with the toy, squeaky toy. But very disappointing time for the A's, and this is dire straits right now. This is the time of year where we're dead man walking right now. This is not good. This is and the fans on the websites think that that's being a fake fan. No, it's being a realistic fan, and some of us actually know what the hell we're talking about because we played it, we coached it, and now we umpire, so we understand the game. So if you can't take that, then don't come on the sites and listen to people. First things first. The bullpen's starting to leak a little bit. Petit has been bad, and that's from all those innings over the years. I love Petit. He's one of my favorite players of the A's bullpen in the history of the A's bullpen. One of my favorites, but it's starting to leak. All these, so there's a little bit of fumes right now. But that being said, we'll talk about him in a minute again. But it's good to have Puck in there. But then yesterday he gave it up. Chafin was good until Saturday. Then he gives up. Got to win that game Saturday, but just horrendous. So we'll get to Saturday. We're up 5-2 here. We don't take care of business. How do we let that game creep back in and we get a pinch hitter and Lou grooving that one, but Lou's been pretty good. Our bullpen I still think is a positive overall, but it's running on fumes, and that's why it was great to add Chafin, but we still needed another arm, and getting Puck is very helpful also, but then we turned out Wendelken, who got picked up, so we needed another bullpen guy. All right, so we added one, but we basically took Puck but got rid of Wendelken. We needed another body in there, and we haven't done that. And but the bullpen is starting to leak a little bit. But I thought we were going closer by kind of like fraternity, I guess I would say. But Lou's gotten the majority of it, but could have brought in Diekman there, I guess. But actually, could have left Diekman in or brought him in there on Saturday. But either way, we have lefties, but we didn't want to do that. But bad situation. So let's get to yesterday's game. The sixth inning umpiring thing. I've been umpiring a long time. How the hell this takes 3 minutes, because I timed it as an umpire, it's infuriating. How does it take 3 minutes? If the play is not reviewable, then you ask the three partners, did you see it? If they say no, or they hesitate, he's safe. Whether the ball hit him or not, it's not what I'm arguing. What I'm arguing is, as an umpiring crew, you got to know what the hell you're doing. It's total bullshit that you take 3 minutes of our time and waste our goddamn time and then make a call which none of you saw. Because if any of you saw it, you would have raised your hand immediately. The guy who was 4 feet away and in perfect position didn't do a thing. The ball, if it did hit him or not, then why didn't it change direction at all? Because Crawford still got in front of it and then took his eye off it because he was watching Canada cross in front of him. If it hits him or not is not the issue I'm arguing. The bottom line is, if you get umpires together and you consolidate and you ask him. You can't make a call based on what you heard or what you didn't see. As an umpire, it matters what you see, not what you hear. Now, the bang bang play at first base, we all look and listen because that helps us as an umpire. You listen for the foot in the bag as opposed to the ball in the mitt. But you're also seeing that. This guy didn't see anything. So you can't go by reactions or how people reacted. It has to be what you see. You cannot call what you do not see. So when you get the three guys together, it should take literally 30 seconds tops. That's being ambitious to say it should take 30 seconds. Ask umpire number one, his partner. Did you see it? No. Two. No. Safe. Done. Play's over. How the hell does that take 3 minutes? That crew should be ripped and rated down for that goddamn performance because that's bullshit. Either you see it or you don't. It doesn't take 3 minutes. If it's reviewable, then goddamn it, review it. But if it isn't, bullshit. Period. 8th inning, Bob Melvin, who I really like as a manager, asleep at the switch. If you ever started a runner 1 out of the 2 times in the 8th inning with a man on first, with either no out or 1 out, Marte's single ties the game. But nope, we can't do that. Marte's double, I should say. We never start a runner. Why wouldn't we start a runner with A, Rogers, who is as slow to the plate as there is a pitcher in the league, and B is as slow to the plate with his fastball. Man's throwing 79-mile-an-hour fastballs, has to drop all the way down and throw sidearm. So again, slow delivery, slow pitch, leadoff runners on first, Kemp on first. We don't start a runner. If there's ever a time to start a runner, it's with a slow guy and a slow release. Slow delivery to the mound, slow pitcher to the mound. Probably throws as soft as any pitcher in the league and also has to drop all the way down. He doesn't start with his arm down. So that means A, he has to drop as a former pitcher. You know this. A, he has to drop. B, it takes time to do that. And then C, the ball doesn't go that fast to the plate. And D, it's not an easy ball to catch. If you notice, his ball floats a lot. It floats up, it floats down. He has a tough ball to catch. Even though it's not that hard, his movement is different than most people's movement. If we started a runner just 1 out of the 2 times, we tie the game. But Melvin is asleep at the switch in this regard. Never starts a runner. This guy is a contact pitcher. Got Tony Kemp on first, Mark Canha on first, had different guys on first base. Can we ever start a runner? No. Elvis Andrus on first base. Couldn't start him either. Geez, can you get 3 better guys? No, probably not. Maybe if we have Marte on first, it'd be better, but that's it. Then in the top of the 8th inning before that, yesterday you got burned with this. You have a guy who's been up in the major leagues, hasn't played 1 full season yet. He's been up here for a couple of weeks. I love Puck. I'm glad we brought him up. But this is not a seasoned guy. So he'd already thrown to 3 batters. Okay? Again, another goddamn 1 and 2 walk to a bullshit hitter. Then bring in the goddamn lefty the other day and bring in a righty today. We'll leave it up to Puck. All right, you want to leave it to Lou Trevino on Saturday? I can live with that. Veteran. This guy hasn't been here for 5 minutes. He doesn't even shave yet. He's been here for a cup of coffee tops. Can we bring in the righty there? We have a righty up. We got Romo up. We could have had Petit up, even though he is on fumes. We only need 1 batter there. 1 batter. Got to have a righty up there. Got to have a righty up there. And we did. We had Romo up there. Romo's not giving up a home run right there. So we bring in Solano and boom, there it goes. But you got fooled yesterday. Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. So Melvin falls asleep. The same thing that happened to him the day before. A 2-out walk, and then boom. Learn, Bob. Learn, Bob. But he can't do that. He can't learn. So that one's on him. First of all, he didn't start a runner in the 8th, and I haven't blamed the game on him all year. You can go back and check every videotape. That game yesterday in the 8th inning, that's Bob Melvin right there. Sticking to your guns, not reading the situation. Every situation, been coaching 33 years, basketball, baseball, everything else. Every situation is independent of itself. So you have to read and have a feel for a game. You can't manage like a goddamn robot. We have 3 of our 4 best runners on base. We never start them. Guy in first, no out. Guy in first, 1 out. Never start him. Can't do it. Guy in first, 2 out. Can't start him. With the contact pitcher who's slow to the plate and whose ball is slow to the plate. Perfect combination. Can't do it. There we go. And then with the reliever, get Puck out of there. He had thrown his 3 batters. If any of you are going to worry about that, he threw 3 batters. He got the first 2 out, and he walked the next guy. Bring in the goddamn righty. Let Romo come in, who's been in big spots, closed World Series and everything else. Bring him in there. He's not giving up a home run because they pinch hit. So now they're going to have to let that guy hit or else they waste the whole player. Bring Romo in there. Terrible. That's on you, Bob. What we're going to do with Bassett here, I mean, Blackburn did a decent job, so I can't blame him, but this is going to be a problem. And even if he did come back, he might not be the same because what happened to him is something that could last with you. You have a little baseball PTSD from that. So we have to see what goes on there. Saturday, I put on the bullpen. Yesterday's game, I put on the offense and the bullpen and Bob, but mostly Bob. So we got to pick it up here. The Mariners, we need to finish this team, but Seager's hot as hell. This is the Mariners without even Lewis, by the way, their best player. So we really need to step up because right now we just, this is an emergency. We're on life support right now. I mean, even in the beginning of the year when you start off, 0-5, 0-6, you're not on life support yet because it's early in the season. But here we are. We're ready to turn the calendar towards September soon, and we're in a stretch run. Okay, and now we're officially tied with the Red Sox. Now, the good news is, all right, we do got to play a lot of tough games left, but I still think the Red Sox having to play the Yankees and the Rays is a little bit tougher than us having to play the Seattle and the Astros, okay? Because to me, that's a little bit tougher hoeing. The bad news is people keep talking about the Astros. We're not catching the Astros. We need to hope that the Astros are so far in front of us that they don't need those games down the stretch there. I believe 6 of our last 9 games with the Astros. We don't want them to need those games. We want them to be done. I don't care. Let the Astros run off and hide. We'll win 8 out of 10. Let them win 10 out of 10. Let them run off and hide and be setting up their pitching. Okay? Because we don't want to have them need those games. The Astros need those games. We're in big trouble. Their lineup is far superior to us. And so this has been a really bad week. Like I said, we got 4 with the Yanks. All right. The Yankees are hot, but again, they're beating up on the Twins and the Orioles. So we need to be ready to go. We need to take these 2 from Seattle and put them out of their misery. Okay, because we still have some left with them. I believe we still have some left with the Angels, and we have some left with the Rangers, of course. And the Twins, who are dead in the water here, we lost a couple of games to them on those Sundays when we talked way back. We lost to dead teams 3 or 4 Sundays in a row. You can go back and look in June and May, and I called it then. I'll say it again. Those are the games that cost you in a pennant race. Losing to dead teams on getaway day when you look like you don't give a shit. That's how we looked last Sunday with the fucking Rangers. And here we are again. Sorry I'm cursing, but this is bullshit. That was a bullshit effort, and you could see that week coming ahead. We treated it like it didn't matter, and we lost. We lost to a bad ball club. We're 9-7 versus the Rangers. And when this all comes down to it, I've said it before in the group chat and everything else on Facebook, the A's pages, we will look back on those Ranger games with 30-plus under 500, and those dead Sunday games with the Twins. We lost 2 to the Orioles, who are garbage. Although Means was pretty good. He looked like he was unhittable those days, but still, we lost a couple of games to them. Can't do that. Got to win those games in April. People go, calm down, it's early. No, every game counts the same. You just remember the last ones, but coaching for 33 years, you know that. Just because you remember the last ones doesn't mean they're any more important. It's like the last possession of a game in basketball. It's no more important than the first possession. Everybody remembers it because they clearly don't understand the game. But every possession presents the same opportunity to score. Same thing with baseball games. Every baseball game presents the same opportunity to win the game. So we need to pick it up. We need a forward 2 week. Signing off. Telling it like it is. Apple, iTunes, Spotify. Look us up, comment. We'll see you later.